Hey guys, welcome back. Excited to be outside today because it's such a lovely day. Hope you'll be able to hear me over wind noise, birds chirping, and the neighbors playing music rather loudly for this Memorial Day weekend. But we'll give it a shot. This is like the third time I've tried filming this, something with the camera and very choppy, so this might be just take it or leave it because I don't know what to do with it at this point. Anyway, to start off, I've had a really great week. I had some awesome news. Found out that I was one of the Velveteen winners. That's the bookmark / ARC sign giveaway that Danny Marks is hosting. This is one of the bookmarks that he signed over there. And he also sent me this little kind of doohickey. It's like a book cover with a QR code on the back. What this is, if you're not familiar with it, I will put a link down to his channel below. But it's like a two-part contest. If you're lucky enough to be one of the 20 winners, you receive these bookmarks, and then you have to be part of the second part, and the final win is to pimp out the book, kind of spread the word of Velveteen's release and all about the book. It's coming out October 9th, by the way. And show proof that you've done this. So if you check on my channel, you've probably seen the Velveteen bookmark handout that I posted. So that's my proof, and now we'll take it from there, and hopefully we'll get lucky again. But that's like one of the first things I've ever won, so I was really stoked. And I better not shake the camera. Okay, now on to the book buying business. I found some awesome ebook deals, which I've also posted on my channel as the video ebook haul number 2. I had like 11 books, 8 of which were free, and 3 that were only 99 cents. But some really great books. If you haven't had a chance, check that video out. Those books don't stay at that price for very long, and they look really, really cool. I'm kind of stoked to read Witch Song. That looks great. That's, I think, the thumbnail for that video. So check them out while you can still get them for that price. After that, I kind of been going to either half-price books or some libraries in the area. And I even checked out a place called Big Lots. I've seen some other people do some shopping over there and put them on their vlogs, and I've never actually been to one. There's one not too far from my house, so I thought I'd check it out. And I came across 3 pretty good books. One of them is Sherrilyn Kenon's Infinity. It's book 1 in the Chronicles of Nick series. This is generally a romance writer, and this is one of her YA books. It's kind of a zombie story. Sounds pretty cool. Not something I would usually read, the strictly romance series, but this one sounded really good, and it's in excellent condition. I actually got this for $3 at Big Lots. I also found this book, which is unfortunately book 2 in the series, so I'll now have to find book 1. But it's Triskellion 2, The Burning by Will Peterson. This is also a YA book, and it just has a fabulous looking cover. I'm hoping you can see that in this light. Okay. And it's sort of an adventure story, something about some, I don't want to say too much I don't want to read this whole thing because this is book 2, but it's about a set of kids named Ransom and Adam and their escape from the sinister village of Triskellion. So this is book 2. I'm going to have to look it up on Goodreads and find out more about book 1 and see if I can track that one down. And that one I got for $2. And then one of my favorite authors they had over there at Big Lots, Jasper Fforde. This is like, I believe, book 5 in the Thursday Next series. It's entitled Thursday Next, First Among Sequels. It's an adult urban fantasy book, although it should be really in a genre all of itself. Thursday Next is a female literary detective, and her uncle has created something called the Prose Portal, which allows her to jump into books. And the series is full of literary references from all genres, from Shakespeare to everything, littered throughout the books, and they're just a really fun, really original a world that he's created in these. If you get a chance, pick them up. This one, it says $3 on the sticker. I got it for 50 cents, so I was really happy to get that. At Half Price Books, I kind of went in there just to see if they had anything that I was currently looking for, and I got a jackpot. This whole bunch I got for $1 each. And these are, most of them are books in the House of Night series. First one, though, is not. This is by Claudia Gray. It's book 2 in the Evernight series called Stargazer. This one's got a little bit of wear. It's paperback. I do have book 1, Evernight. It's another vampire story, a YA book. I don't know too much more about it. I have not yet read book 1. But for $1, I couldn't pass it up. Then in the House of Night series, they're kind of, I've got book 1 as an ebook. I have yet to pick it up as a physical book. When I saw these for $1, I didn't want to pass them up. This is book 2, entitled Betrayed. And again, they seem to be on a vampire theme. We've got it for $1, like I said. Really nice. I've heard kind of mixed reviews on this series. Some people rave about it. This, I believe, is book 3. Yep, Chosen, book 3. Again, paperback for $1. Great shape. This one's just like mint condition. And then Hunted. This is book 5. This one's in the hardcover format. And you can just about see the details they have on these hardcovers. They're quite gorgeous. And this one just has a little tear, a tiny little tear right there. But otherwise in excellent condition. And this one, I believe, is book 6, Tempted. Also has that kind of shiny imprinted design all the way through the book. And I figure, I've heard there's like maybe like 10 or 11. It's quite a big series. But since I'm kind of on a roll, I think I'm not gonna buy them unless they're like at least under $5. So far I've hit most of them at $1, so we'll see how I go. Maybe whoever's reading these will slowly turn the rest of them in and I'll get lucky. In addition to those, also at half price, I came across this one. Now, a while back I had picked up book 3, thinking it was just a standalone book. I picked up book 3 by Amelia Atwater-Rhodes called Shattered Mirror, and I showed that at a previous book haul that I picked up at a library. And I found out later on, like I said, it was book 3. And then I went back to Half Price Books and happened to come across this bind-up, The Den of Shadows Quartet. And that has all 4 of them in it, which is really awesome. This one's a bit more worn down, but it saves me for having to go back and hunt for the remaining 3 books in this series. So this contains In the Forest of the Night, Demon in My View, Shattered Mirror, and Midnight Predator. And again, another vampire theme. A while back I had a book called that seemed to be all zombies, so now maybe we're switching to the vampires. Who knows what'll be next. Anyway, this has like more of a traditional, seems like the YA covers, they all have these women floating through the air kind of designs, but I kind of like it actually. And the last one I picked up at half price is one of my favorite authors, Carlos Ruiz Zafon. This is a YA book called The Prince of Mist. These came out some time ago, but they were delayed, according to the letter in here, through a legal dispute. And so the world was kind of, in the U.S., was sort of introduced to his later works, his adult works, most notably, and my favorite, Shadow of the Wind. It was an excellent book. If you ever get a chance to read that one, definitely pick it up. And he came out with Angel's Game, also an excellent book. But this is his YA series, and it's about the Carver family. They leave from a capital city and move to a coastal town. And in the house, they find it is haunted by apparently the young boy, the owner of the house, who had died by drowning. So there's also, it says here, a diabolical character that returns from the shadows to collect the debt. And it just sounds really cool, kind of paranormal. Pretty thin book, pretty light, and I believe it's part of a trilogy. So this is book 1, and I'm really looking forward to reading that. Like I said, he's a really excellent author. I had read Shadow of the Mist as an ARC and passed it along to fellow booksellers, and everybody raved about it. So if you get a chance, check it out. You can look at it on Goodreads. You get a good description of it. Now after that, I went to some libraries that I haven't been to in a while. They're just local libraries. I've been to my own library and found a couple books not too long ago. But this one, I went to one. They had just a small little bookcase when you first walk in, and I couldn't believe one book was just sitting there. And I'm like, seriously, $1? And it was The Scorch Trials by James Dashner. This is book 2 in the Maze Runner series. I have book 1 as an ARC, and the rest I have read as ebooks, but it's not for $1. I couldn't pass this up. This is like in mint condition. Yeah, it was awesome. So maybe, like I said, I'll get lucky again and get the book 3. But since I have read them, I'm in no rush to. I'll just keep an eye out at sales. But yeah, excellent deal. Like I said, it's been a great week. Then I went to a third library. This was Saturday, yesterday. And I was actually I stopped off on the way to an appointment, and I found out they had a book sale. And not a good thing to walk in there to a book sale, just before an appointment, because I almost missed my appointment. Kind of got lost in the stacks and everything. But I found some good deals. I came across this one, just 50 cents. It's called 13 Little Blue Envelopes by Maureen Johnson. Now this is a YA contemporary book, and I don't really read a lot of contemporary. I generally stick to the mystery thriller, mostly dystopian because that is my favorite. And I'd like to get into a few more other titles. I still want to read Anna and the French Kiss, which everybody's raved about. That'll probably be one I'll get to soon. But for 50 cents, you know, I thought I have seen this one around. I don't know too much about it other than this girl receives 13 envelopes, and the first one says buy a ticket to London, and she's off on some journey. You know, but they didn't send her a note to say jump off a bridge. I mean, she's kind of like off she goes. I don't know who sent the letters to her. It doesn't tell you anything in the synopsis here, but I guess I'll find out when I read it. But anyway, yeah, for 50 cents, I'll give it a try. And then one of my favorites, I'll have to say storytellers, not my favorite writer, because I haven't actually read any of his books yet. I've come across all of his stories through movies, and that would be Michael Crichton. Obviously, my favorite movie is Jurassic Park, which not too long ago I showed you the bind-up I bought from Barnes & Noble that had Jurassic Park and The Lost World in it. And this one I got, like I said, for 50 cents. Is entitled Prey, as you can see. And this is a story of kind of nanotechnology experiment in the Nevada desert that's gone awry, and a cloud of these nanoparticles breaks loose and are self-replicating, and apparently they're going after humans. And that's about all I know about it. This has got like deckle edges here. But it sounds interesting, kind of sci-fi elements. Like I said, I really love a lot of his stories. Congo, Sphere, Andromeda Strain, a movie I saw way long ago, but it's an excellent story. And one day, like I said, I have to sit down and read, because, you know, movies cut out so much and stuff and don't really always showcase, you know, it's hard to see how the author writes. So I'm looking forward to reading that. 50 cents, it's a great buy. And the last two I got from this library, a little more expensive, they were $5 a piece. And this is another Jasper Fforde one. I believe this is book 6, and I'll put that information down below with which book numbers they are in the series. And this is One of Our Thursdays is Missing. And this has got a really cool kind of cover. It's like someone's pushed her off the bookcase. And yeah, it's got a really cool cover. I don't know if this is the original cover, because I noticed like the Air Affair, the book 1 in the series, has this kind of styling to it. Like they've re-released them, although I like the original one that kind of shows like what the prose portal might look like on the cover. But it's still kind of neat. And again, for $5 I couldn't pass it up. It is in mint condition, and you know, definitely one I wanted to add to my collection. I do own all of these Jasper Fforde ones on audio, because that's one of those series that I like to revisit, like Harry Potter, and so I can, you know, listen to them while I drive and stuff. And the final book I have for you today is one I have read and really enjoyed. I gave it 5 stars out of 5 by Ransom Riggs. It's Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And this one's, it's a little sideways warped, but other than that, it's in great condition. It's a wonderful story, very intriguing. I've kind of poked around on YouTube and seen some videos about Ransom Riggs and how he goes about exploring settings for his books, and also how he collects these photos at like flea markets and things, and that's kind of what led to this idea for this story. So it was really intriguing. If you kind of search him out under his name or under Miss Peregrine, you might find some of those videos on YouTube. It was really interesting to watch. In fact, I think he was on, well, not him, I think John Green did something along that line when he went on one of his videos. He went in one of these old abandoned houses and stuff and was getting all creeped out. It was kind of funny, but it kind of reminded me of that. And he and Ransom Riggs are old friends too. So anyway, that's my haul. I think that's like 15 books or so, and it was a lot of fun. Great week, and I look forward to seeing you guys again later. If you have any comments, again, post them below. See you later.